the thing that made me think about the layer of macro processes, that where the student life cycle is in here, and then the growth and marketing, and then class delivery, and then business ops. I don't know if this is the best way to think about that, but I, I do know that students come first, okay, and then this is product, okay. This is think about this as product, all the classes, all the things that are required, and this is growing people over there. So I think over time this will have to have some kind of change. Um, yeah, this will probably need some kind of change to the onboarding. I don't know for my industry, for self-defense, a month and a half is the time that people have to do things where they get hooked, where we do need to work on that with them, make sure that they've got objectives and things are working well. And then this is essentially, yeah. But today's objective is to connect the ad spend and the meta ads AI. So I'm gonna ask Cloud Code how to do this. How can I do this? That sounds like that's been the process so far. And if you just joined, this is episode 5. I plan to do this. I'm trying to do this every day, so that I build up an end-to-end, fully documented business process model that is AI driven. But essentially, it's a company working. Okay, a company in this case, I deliver self-defense classes. I'm an industrial engineer with tons of years of experiences building processes. So, and I'm figuring it out using the tools. I understand that this thing called Cloud Code is like a tremendous employee of mine that I can ask things. So that's what I'll be working on. Okay, so here are a couple of things. Here's the exact step-by-step to create the meta ads API connected. Okay, that sounds pretty reasonable. It sounds like the webhook as well. I've never heard about this. Oh wow. Well, I think that's about it, right? Let's go to business at Facebook. I got stuck here today as I was trying to. It's gonna go like hundreds of checks on this stuff. I think that's just how these things work, right? Like you need to verify a lot. Oh, I did that on the first time. That's crazy. I probably didn't do it in the first time. I did this. I tried to install Manus today to work with Manus because it does have access to my account, but it just seemed I have to forget password, and it's interesting. It's interesting that okay. Can I get the code, or I'm gonna get a code in here? Well, if there is some bot looking at all of this stuff. And I never understood if traffic lights meant traffic lights, all squares of traffic lights. Oh, it did mean this. That's cool. That's good. That's pretty good, to be fair. That's pretty good. One thing that I found out is that the messages coming out of Facebook, they just take more time coming in. Come on. If I say didn't get the code, it will just, it will wait. So okay. Is there something else that I can put my Claude working on? Let me see, because there's always the need for parallel tasks, and there is something that I definitely need to work on. That is the way that my avatar is being built. That is my business. I've been focusing on train adults. Okay, I think we have a tremendous training program, because when I think about, and that's something that I can definitely start working in here. That is the documentation of the training methods and the system itself, and you can improve the system probably from here. That's probably a good. I hope that works. Come on. That's it. That's it. Come on. I'm gonna try a code that I received before. Okay, I'm gonna say didn't get a code. It's gonna send another code. Then hopefully I've got two codes. But as this thing is going on, I'm going to open up another session, because I think that's how these things work. This is so cool. Like the ability to do things from here. Yeah. So did I update? Okay. Oh, it opened the same. Okay. So I want to open up a new session. Okay. So add a task to collect. Well, probably can do that at the same time. Collect all training programs and curriculum curriculum and curriculum and training method. This documents. This will support the definition of standard class plans, and you might like in any studio, anything, like if you have standard class plans, usually things go better. Okay, because the whole, and I have a team. The team follows in particular capabilities. We got much striking, grappling, ground, weapons, all these things, but there's a need for some level of standardization in class plans, but also some level of what's called ecological tasks. That is, you don't start with you're going to do this technique this way. You start with there's a problem to be solved, and you're going to work in that direction. So but I think it starts with having some definition of what it is, and that we do have the Krav Maga curriculum is very. It could be a combination of extremely standardized to not standardized, but that's and also reference my brand voice document. And I'm going to ask likely you will need to create skills look into content plans. No, essentially, we need a skill we need someone like looks at the overall year. This is what you need to do. This is the level of each one of the practitioners. This is the class plan. So I look into creating yearly, monthly, and weekly. And I think weekly should be enough. Weekly class plans. Then we need a system to track. And this has been missing in the industry for a long time. Okay, to track execution and deviation, and also assign new needs. Okay, help me understand, since you are not a Krav Maga trainer with 30 years experience. Many years of Krav Maga, so now I've got 20. So I started training martial arts when I was 11. I'm 52, with 42 years of experience and biomechanics. This is true. Okay, so I want Claude to think like me. Okay, so biomechanics and biomechanics trained, plus my engineering and plus my engineering know-how. If that makes sense. Okay, so know-how. I think that's smart. I should have probably run I should have probably run the yeah. So I haven't received yet the thing. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why Facebook does this, man. It's really annoying. That this is a different thing. Why does it happen with? So it's working on that. This is a really good thing because this way is working on both. Now I am just surprised that I am unable to move this much more forward with I didn't get the code. This is not the first time that it happened. So one thing that I can do is change the verification method. That's likely going to work better. There we go. Yeah. Isn't that annoying? Like, or Would it be in my spam inbox? Okay, that's a possibility, right? Why would this thing? Why would this? Why would this go here? I really like. Oh no. Well, no, indeed. Oh, indeed. No. And then in a couple of minutes, like ding, ding, everything. You know what? I'm gonna disconnect my phone. I know it's kind of stupid, but what are the other options? Do I remember? Oh man, how can I not remember my passwords? Does this thing remember my password? Oh, it might. Okay, it doesn't. And I don't remember. So this is, oh, we can see my password now, but it doesn't work, so that's fine. Let's try this one. Oh boy. Let's say it's crazy that the users are now revealing their passwords online, but none of them work, so that's absolutely fine. Okay, so what about... And I do need to sort this thing out because because what if I say this? Oh, oh, so that might work, right? You see what I mean? Like we stop in these crazy things that have to do with um, sorting things out. Sorting things out. Okay. So my expectation is that when I do this, it pops up a set of messages. But are they? Okay. Okay. I'm on it. I'm logged in. So okay. Okay. Uh, it must be a device used to log in this account before. Yes. Okay. So how do I solve this problem? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Facebook. I change my. This is the things no one shows in the video, right? That is someone trying to log in into their account and continue, not the code because there was no code sent, so forget that. Yeah, my messages have nothing sent. Very, very annoying. And I'm logged in into my account. Dang it. I no longer have access to these. There's nothing to click on. Oh, wait. Okay. What if I log in with Instagram? Would that work? Or oh, it worked. Oh, huh. Uh, yeah, forget it. My health and beauty, that's a good idea, right? Well, the self-defense. Self-defense, oh, that's good. I do have a professional account. Oh man, no, please. Yes, of course, an error occurred. I don't. This. Okay. 1, 2, 3, try it again, right? There's one student of mine that says, let's do it again. Mike. Mike is phenomenal, man. He just says, if something doesn't work, he says, let's do it again. So that's, um, would this work if I log in? Perhaps. Perhaps this will work if I change from, oh no, it built a business portfolio on this side, man. Not good, not good. It's one more thing to manage. No, no, no. It did. So I don't want to put anything more. I want to. Can you see what's happening? It's building up a new account and uh, yeah, I think this would be the right thing to do. And um, that's it. Yeah, this one. Yeah, something that I remember when I had to sort these things. Sort these things before, and the objective is still this one, to connect the Meta API. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I know you guys don't see these on the on the Greg Eisenberg videos. No, no, it was not. No, definitely not that yet. I'm really like, I. So what? What if you cannot? Okay. Do we have a meta managed account? Perhaps, let me see. Okay, no, I guess I don't. I guess I don't have it. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's try this again. There is to be a way, right? This cannot be that hard. It's to connect an API. It's to connect an API. It pulls up my data, my ad account data, the ad that I'm running, the number of leads, the ad name. But it starts by me knowing what should I do. Okay, forgot password. I guess frustration hits the deck. And this was the weekly dashboard. Let's go back to our okay, so let's see if there is another way to do this. Yeah, I can definitely do this on I started this in the wrong way. I have Facebook. I have Facebook in my phone. I can access this is yeah. I can do this differently. That is my business. Facebook, my business. Yeah, I can do that. Meta business suit. There we go. As always, wise. As always, wise. Yep. Okay, so let's go to. By default, my business has the front page is ads manager, and that's just. I think that's just a. Oh, my call is in another window. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. No, I just got. Come on. Okay, let me start by sharing my screen. It probably was not bad. That share screen window. Screen. Okay, here you have it. I think I made some improvements from last time. I learned how to do this so that I become so this thing so that okay. Oh, I'm not in the right spot. Look at yes, view appearance, and I know that zooming in is better. Okay, so I'm working on this task. Okay, that is to create a meta developer app and name it SD for all data. That's what I'll be doing. I'll go to. I spent like a lot of time over there trying to sort. To be fair, today I spent a lot of time trying to sort out how to get access to Manus on the thing that I was doing. and I couldn't, against whatever, I couldn't pass to the security measures. But I think it's all good. And now I'm about to learn, how do you do this? How do you do, go to developers Facebook, click my apps, create app. Okay. So I should have started from here, not from the native link, but it was okay. Creative reporting, content and appointments, live dashboard, business meta. There's so many. Guys, look at this. This is crazy, right? The amount of. Let me share this with you. Share something else. Screen. This is the amount of tools. This is the amount of tools that exist. Wow. Isn't that amazing? Appointments, monetization, business AI beta. I started doing something with that. But I'm going to say this is the one for today. And, oh no, it was apps. I'm pretty sure that was apps. It's a lot of testing, as you can see in here. So why I'm investing so much time in this? Because I think without that, my business will be cooked. That's just the reality. Okay. So it's obviously, these are apps that are already made. It's obviously not bad. Let's go and select all tools and inbox lead center is where all my leads go. If you haven't used Facebook, this is like, believe me, this is the thing. This is the thing if you want to do things. It's just phenomenal. So I do need to go back in here to Vercel, and my app is great app, right? It's just follow the damn instructions. Apps. Setup and manage advertising settings. Would that be that? Oh, okay. So I hope that works. I hope that does work. So enter the 6-digit code for this account. I believe this stuff is the amount of, I got very worried with yesterday, very worried with yesterday. That is with, okay, so while this thing is opening up, I wanted to give different tasks, but one of them, the task that I've got in here in the other side is, okay, so let's do, believe me, the moment I learned how to do this, I learned it. I think I learned it, right? Okay, next time skip the code. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's all good. Okay, so what I'm saying is that the moment I learn how to do all of these skills, because I do want to go through the whole thing. I think without that, I don't feel I'm doing the right level of job. So remember, today I'm more focused on feeding the weekly operating dashboard. It's full of there's a lot of things happening in a business. If you guys don't have a business, you don't well, you could have one or not, but if you don't have a business, I would say it's probably one of the best decisions in your life. Um, okay. Now, I want. Okay, I've been. Okay. So what came out of the apps is that there is nothing in there. So, and there is also I don't see any shortcut or anything to allow to build apps. This is really one of those things. It just talks about advertising settings. That's like, well, let's go and follow Claude instructions since I already have access to developers. So I'm opening it this up another developers. Developers dot Facebook. Okay. Social technology, good technology, get started. Okay. Let's have my apps. Select business as app type, my apps. Oh, man, look at this. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at this, look at this. Huh. Yes, okay. There we go. Create an app, right? That's my portfolio, that's right. Oh, that is so cool. This is so cool. You see how things are kind of connected? Okay, create an app. Create app. That's what I'll be doing. Create app. And now what's happening? There are new ways. Instead of picking and choosing list of permissions, because okay, create app. Okay, I'm going to use this as SD for all data. Until here. Oh, they already have a marketing API. That I think that's really helpful. What about that? Wow, 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 wow. I think this is marketing API. There are two create and manage ads. So I'm going to start with this one. Create, manage, optimize ad campaigns across method. Promote extended stop execute. Promote your mobile app and drive install. So this is definitely the one that I feel it's the right one. The right portfolio. Yep. Next. Next. No requirements found. Oh, there's an app ID and app secret. So okay. Create the app. Okay. No, please no, man. No, I did forget my password. Once again. Once again. But I got pretty much far away, okay? Pretty much far away. So I'm still happy with everything. Um, okay, so we're back at square one. Well, not exactly square one, but square. Yeah, this was cool because I did set up. I did a really good self-defense class for women, and this is working well. But regarding these, um, yeah, it's stuck. I think at the end of the night I might receive like 5,000. Well, a bit stuck, right? Add product if I'm marking the API, that is done. I will have to go back in here and I'll have to go back in here. Yeah, I'll have to go back in here. That's not the nicest thing in the world. So I did. You want to receive the code. If I say continue, okay, it doesn't do anything. If I go back, write an app, testing. It's curious because it's the first one, right? And it's interesting because we could combine both. But I do not have an app yet. Okay, okay. I do want to connect my portfolio. Is this it? I hope it's that. No. This has happened to me. Like at the end of the day, this is. Come on. It's gonna ask me again for my password. Okay, I'm gonna try a couple of things in here. Because it could work, and that would be good. So I need to remember one very old thing. Either not have passwords, that's a possibility, or have my passwords written somewhere. Let's see this one. Oh, okay. Hmm. Huh. Let me try this one. Okay. One more try and that's it. How do you handle this problem, everyone? You remember your passage. That's a possibility. Or ZY. Oops. Okay, that's it. Yeah. Okay. So regarding this is where this stops. I'll show you something secret. Okay, I'll show you I'm gonna stop sharing that, and so that thing stays for later tomorrow or tonight. And very frustrated, to be fair. Very frustrated. It's very frustrated. One thing that I want to do is, because I do need to get something done. I do want to believe that I'm getting something done. So this was something that was super important. Oh, it's connect everything. So kind of build the interfaces with data, but just get access to the Krav Maga curriculums to Claude, because that would be important. So, okay, here is the link to curriculums from white belt to there's a lot of things we talk about curriculums of curriculum overall content that has in this case product. There's a lot of things that I think overall are super important. And technical programs. I do have this shared with all my students. And this is just a huge. To be fair, I don't know what the thing will do, because I've organized it into a combined program end to end. To be fair, and then I have tables that pull data from that. So to black, be aware that aware okay, be aware that the concept in the combined is. So I have a tab where if I've combined, let's do this. If you ever have to deliver training for people, you know that there's a lot of stuff that you need to do. So in Krav Maga, end to end, there's a lot of techniques and scenarios and and over time, like each one of the belts have their own requirements. Okay, so yellow, orange, and it's very curious. Green, blue, brown, until you become a black belt. Okay, but these are nested tables coming from what's in here. So that's how things get organized. At least they should. Okay, and then there's an idea in here that is the lesson time and time. So the I think Claude could get it. I get it. That's how I thought about these things. So I think it's gonna work. To be fair, I confirm version as well because things change. You know, in like in any part, this and I think this from an engineering perspective, and I think that things do change in the content that you have. Um, and and they should change. Okay, they should change. But for my view, the most important thing in here is my view. The most important thing in a curriculum is first of all, it's defined. Second, you are able to well, we have a technical reference point. I was alluding this to the fact